They came close 5 times in 1978, 1980, 81, 85 and 1997. Hello to everyone here and welcome, and a special shout out to our VIP guests, Lars Hammer and Arthur Jackman, affectionately known as the Jackhammer. Packed grandstands here today with thousands in attendance, hoping to see their favourite drivers battle it out on track. For 2022, the FIA announced that the cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve grip and provide more aggressive racing. The Nürburgring is the only F1 track to have hosted 3 different races: the German Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. Max Verstappen managed to finish 81% of his races on the podium in 2021. Still though, Michael Schumacher holds the record for highest percentage when in 2000 Schumacher finished on the podium in every race he participated in, making it 100%. The 2019 Chinese GP was F1's 1000th official championship race. If we continue with around 20 to 24 races a year, we can expect the 2000th GP to happen around the year 2064. We might be used to blisteringly fast pit stops, some even approaching the second mark. But what about the longest? Well, that would go
I'm sorry if I've been AFK, but I've been doing. I mean, let's get this home. This is Barbin right here. We're on board with. I believe he got P4. I think P5, something like that. But he definitely got top 5 again. Like he. I'm sorry if I don't really commentate much here, but I'm just trying to eat. Alright guys, how do I get like this mic off? Alright guys, I think we should be good now. So it doesn't show up my name on the bottom of the screen, but Mr. Cheeseburger has retired from session. Interesting, don't know why, but yep. This is his first ever race in Rre. It looks like we're gonna have a fight for the win between between DH and. Let's go on board with System. He had a good race going the other week. I'll tell you exactly where he finished actually, but he had a chance of winning a few times. He was in the mix, but ultimately he was out of the picture at the end of the race. So he finished P8 after all he went through. The strategy did not go his way. He's using the wrong number again. 84. Interesting. But we were on board with Deuce, and Deuce got a podium finish, but due to penalties, he was moved down to P5. This is one of those tracks where I expect the field to be a little bit more spread out. Panda, heartbreak for him last week, and Fate, another heartbreak. Fate was in position to get that podium, but crashes out towards the end of the race, which is just gut-wrenching. Let's see what Deuce has to offer here. Deuce has ran a lap, but as he showed in race 1, he kind of doesn't really push at the beginning. Like he gets faster throughout the session by a lot. Like he would be about sometimes 2 seconds off the pace, and you're like, whoa, what happened? And he picks it up, but not really worried about Deuce. And 2 pit stops. Shit. I don't know if he knows, but no, my mic's on. My mic is on. Thought you meant like my mic was off. Anyways, we have 2 rookies get pole in their debut. This is DH's. Actually, no, I don't know. No, it is DH's first ever race in RE. And he's sitting on pole right now in the AlphaTauri. That will be 2 poles in a row for AlphaTauri, which has never happened in the 3 seasons of RE. I don't know if some of these guys are going to have the speed to win. I think it's just going to be a 2-man show, which is AlphaTauri's. But yeah, Deuce is moving up the chart. We're on board with Harris right here. Harris cutting the track to on board with Juber. Juber was in the mix last race, you know. Didn't really have the speed to honestly contend, but he was kind of flirting with the top 5. But I'll tell you where he finished in the last race, which is he finished P6. Yeah, P6 finish. He was flirting with the top 5. He even led some laps in his first ever race, which honestly pretty cool. We're gonna go on board with DH because I feel like we have to. DH on his outlap in AlphaTauri, number 78, I believe, unless he changed. It definitely is a 78. Let's see what he has here. Last time we were on board with the AlphaTauri of Michello, but this time we got to go on board with, I think, the top of the charts, man, because he's only going to go faster. They is 6 seconds off the pace. Oh, impeding? Slightly. I think that DH is just going to literally just ease this around and drag the brakes here because there's no reason not to. I apologize, guys, but I'm eating a yogurt right now with like bananas and stuff. Well, we're not going to go on. I don't know who we're going to go on board here with, but check out Tiga. Tiga's a controller player, guys, and last week went horribly for him. Had to pit a bunch. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong for Tiga. And he's usually a wheel player, but this time we put him in the Mercedes while he's on controller to give him a better chance at having a decent day at least. So let's go on board. We're back with DH because he should be starting a lap pretty soon. And here's DH coming to the line, getting ready to start his lap. We have a caution in sector 2. DH does have a car in front of him. That is a car of Juber in the 66 for Williams Racing. And will he catch him? I'm not sure. He moves out of the way. DH is on for this lap, guys. DH is on for this lap. So you'll see what DH has. We're going to actually open up the telemetry to see what he... Actually, wrong thing. Lap data. Sector 1. Is this a faster sector, guys? Minus half. It's just 3... what do you call it? 3,000ths? 300s? I don't know. 300ths of a second. He is down. Not just under half a tenth. Let's see what DH has in this sector right here. Will he be able to hold on to pole if this is not a better lap? We'll see. We're going to see in a second what the sector was. Or we'll see actually what his time's looking like. Coming up very soon. I think, I don't know, I forgot how the sectors work here, but minus 1/10 at the moment. Can he maintain? Can he hold on? Will DH get pole in his debut? Let's see, guys. Coming off the final turn, here's DH on the exit. Uses almost all the track. Probably could use more, but here he is coming to the line, and it's going to be a 129.475. That is almost a tenth and a half improvement. Your provisional pole sitter is DH. And here's Michello coming to the line. He's minus 4/10. Will Michello make it 2 in a row? Michello's on pole. Wow, that's 2 in a row. Wow, he was behind DH the whole session. That is 2 in a row for Michello. That is a statement. Wow, man. And Harry up to P3. 2 in a row for Michello. That is 3/10 gap. Oh my. He literally floored that in the AlphaTauri, guys. That was crazy. Yeah, guys, I did not expect that, man. I thought DH would have had that, but yep, there's the gap. Bigger gap for Bahrain. Let me screenshot that real quick. Harry wanted a rebel. Ain't no way in hell. Here Smith with a top 10. That was actually crazy, guys. I can't even lie to you. That was crazy, man. Like I said, I did not expect that. So comment down your race picks. I feel Michello has to be the favorite with that mega lap he had. You could arguably say that was one of the. We didn't get that on video, but we definitely got his final turn. And that might have been one of the most impressive laps we've seen for qualifying. I mean, it was pretty. I was shocked when I saw he was almost 5/10 up. I was like, damn. So, anyways, let's head into this race now. I think we definitely will get a new race winner. All the top 3 have never won a race in here. DH has never won. Of course, Michello heartbreak last week with that penalty, bumping him down to P3, P2? I think P2. But oh, wow. The Haas destroyed. The Haas totally destroyed him. We'll review that after the race, guys. So let's get on. Comment down your race pick if you're watching. We're moments away from the green flag. And here we go. It's lifestyle and away we go in Rre Race 2. AlphaTauri's with a pretty good jump. They separate from the field. Side by side for the race lead. That's the Michello and DH. DH down the inside. They make contact, slight contact. Michello holds on to the lead. Fate up to P3, side by side. Will Fate get it? Fate backs up. Tika holds P3 at the moment. And your AlphaTauri's a 1-2. And oh, the Haas and the, that's the Haas and the Williams around. Will that be a safety car? We'll have to see. But yeah, Michello is the leader. Here's Fate. Fate looking for a move. Will he have it done? No, he does not have it done. I think Fate is a pretty good start for Fate, honestly. The Ferrari is wide back there. We have the Rebel at the back of the field. Here's a Ferrari going for lunge. Oh, my bad. Side by side back here, mid-pack battle. Almost contact between Deuce and Jared Smith. Both the Ferraris sit 7th and 6th. Getting dicey up here, guys. Fate up to P3. Fate is side by side. Oh, nah, he actually. Here's Fate with the tack. Let's go back up to Fate real quick, and here it is. Fastest lap of the race goes to Michello. Yeah, let's get it, guys. Your AlphaTauri's are just on another level here. They're just pulling away, man. Like, oh my, I don't know. Let me, I'm sorry. I gotta post this real quick, and Fate has a McLaren right on his rear, about 8/10 back. They're dicing it back there. We gotta, wreck. That is Tika around, and Harry is out of the session. Another week for Hartford. That is just terrible, man. I wish I would have caught that on stream, but that is Harry out of the race again. This guy cannot catch a break, man. Week after week, I feel like this guy, everybody, I don't know, man. He just cannot catch a break, and it honestly pains me to see this every week, man. And we got a virtual safety car. I'm sure Harry's going to be furious with the Mercedes. I'll be looking for a replay, but yeah, you AlphaTauris, man. They got about a 2-second gap over P3 in the Williams, man. Will Faye have anything to say about it? I don't know, man. He's always been better in race and qualifying. I mean, he's qualified like 7/10 slower than me and been just as quick in race, which kind of goes. Drive-through penalty for J.R. Smith, and he was up to P5. That just stings, man. That is just awful. I can't believe that happened. I mean, that's like 2 weeks in a row where J.R. just hasn't happened. Green flag, DRS enabled. 5-second penalty for JR. It gets worse. Michello with the AlphaTauri teammate behind him on the right under the gearbox. DRS. DH going down the inside. Is he going to take the lead here? He's clear. DH to the lead. Side by side. Michello backs out. Is Michello going to have a pace in this race, or was out of equal? Because Michello out-qualified him. DH is on the soft. Keep that in mind, guys. DH is on the soft. So DH, about a 5/10 gap. Can DH pull away? Would his strategy work out? Fate is just behind them. System up to P4. Harris, your defending race winner, is up to P5. Deuce and Squirrel 6 and 7. Arbon's struggling a little bit, but it looks like he's trying to make a move on Squirrel for P7. And that's your gap is opening up, so let's go check out some mid-pack battles. We have the Alpine and Barber trying to make a move on Squirrel. This is not. Oh, shoot. We'll go invite Squirrel. I don't know what happened, but we're going to go invite him back. There we go, inviting him back. DH, fastest lap of the race on the softs. And we have System. He has caught. Oh, Harris has got around System for P4. Can Harris catch Fate? System down inside. Side by side. Keeping it tight. That is tight. Who's going to lift in his turn? And System decides to back out there. So if you're Fate, man, you got 2 cars right on your rear, man. Your race lead is down to 6/10, guys. So on board with Fate over here. And yeah, honestly, another heartbreak for JR. He's gonna need to use a safety car, I guess, man. But Harris is on the move again. This guy is rapid right now. He loves the Alpine. You can tell he does. And we got the 2 AlphaTauris battling for the lead. This is literally like Nico Rosberg and Hamilton all over again, man. I don't know how DH can get this win or the championship, but I mean, yeah, he missed a race, so. But it could get tight if he starts dominating these races because he's got about a 4/10 gap. Will Michello make the move here? DRS open. Looks like he's gonna have a move down. Oh, tight racing, side by side. Michello clears him for P1. This is some amazing racing, man. I love this battle for the lead. This is so awesome to see up here. I'll go back. Oh, DH thought about it. These guys just could not leave each other. I know people are going to say, what about the mid-pack battles? But I just cannot miss these battles. I mean, like, this race lead battle is kind of crazy, man. I mean, you just gotta hope if you're DH, I don't know how many laps you're gonna run, but it's 2 stops, so maybe he goes to lap 10. I don't know. Caution is sector 1, guys. Safety car is sector 1. Who wrecked? Oh, not bad. I think that's a Red Bull of a cheeseburger. That is a safety car, which honestly kind of kills the strat, but this is 1 pit stop down for majority of the field. This is exactly what you needed for Rre Smith, man. And these AlphaTauris just cannot leave each other. I'll be back. Back to this, guys. I think Rre Smith does stay out. I'm interested to see what happened to. So the leaders stay out. I'm interested to see what happened to Harry, man. I just feel bad for the guy. He's qualified top 3 in the first 2 races, and to have 0 points from that, I don't know how much. That's like just gut wrenching to Harry, man. He's been in RRE for a decent amount of time, and. So Harry is saying that Tika flat out wrecked him. We'll go see, man. That sucks for Harry because Harry's the one out of the race and Tika has a chance to get points. But depending on the kind of penalty, we're gonna get a little bit harsher on penalties now. We kind of have to. No more 5. I mean, like these 3 seconds are gonna be 5 seconds, and these 5 seconds are gonna become 10 seconds here. That's the only way guys are gonna learn. Your leaders have stayed out. No, they all pitted, not bad. We got the hards on for DH, and I think the softs on. No, this is hards on for Michelle. Oh, actually, I'm speaking because I walked out of the room, so I generally don't know what happened. But DH is on mediums. Am I tweaking? Nah. I kept saying soft tires, but. No, your guy on the softs is Mr. Cheeseburger, so. But, yeah, these are your tire changes. DH went from medium to soft. They both started on the mediums, Michelle. I thought it looked like softs to me. I guess I'm dumb like that, but. Fate is on the hards, which, interesting move to me. Harris is on the hards too. Not really sure what happened to system, but I'll go invite him back just in case. It's good for this to happen under. That's gotta be intentional, man. Yes, but that's blatant. But where's the wreck? Anyways, guys, we got system back in, so he's up still 5th right now. Harris, though, do not count him out. Do not count out Harris ever. This guy's won the last 2 races. Many people will say he got lucky at one of them, but I'll tell you his last race win, he definitely drove the wheels off that car, man. He had to hold off Michello, which, well, what was good for him is that he held off Michello for long enough to the point where the penalty paid off for him. So you can say both his wins are lucky, but there's still multiple race wins. So not many other guys have multiple race wins in here. Safety car in this lap. We're gonna see how good of a jump Michello gets in P1, the 93 AlphaTauri. And we're going to get ready to go green flag here. No weaving allowed in this league. That is the thing. You guys got to chill with the weaving. And we have Fate going down in. Oh, that's not Fate. I keep thinking Fate. Fate's in the Williams, but Michello is dragging the field right here. We're about to have a crazy restart. And green flag, I believe. Michello goes. This ain't going to go well. Michello backed up the field. DH is going to have to get this move done. DH up to P2. That was around goes the Ferrari J.R. Smith. And if you're DH, you're just so thankful that you got up to P2. DH around the outside. System left the lobby again. Oh! Side by side. Who's going to back out? DH backs out, plays it safe. If that's for the race win, I don't think he backs out there. I think he sends it. And that is DH on the softs. DH just has so much more grip, you could totally tell. DH peeking his nose, just keep peeking his nose. Oh, Squirrel running extra wide back there. No, it's Deuce actually. Squirrel's towards the back. Do I gotta reinvite Squirrel? I think I do, but I don't want to miss his pass. God, I hate having to reinvite people every 2 seconds, man. It's irritating. Here we go. DH down the inside, peeking his nose, not enough. DH is gonna have a run though. Is he gonna send it down inside? Here's DH. Down inside, using his ERS. Is he gonna outbrake him? Michello breaks late, but so does DH. Side by side. DH has the move done on those softs. That was so crucial. But here's Michello. He's trying to make a charge. Around the outside. Not enough. No grip out there. Let's check back here, man. We have a tight battle back here. This is Deuce fighting with Tika. Tika would definitely have a penalty after the race after we review some clips, so it's not looking good for Tika at the moment. This is a P4 for Deuce. And then we have Harris, which lost a few spots. Not good for Harris. And we just have these race leaders. They just cannot leave each other, man. They didn't look back to look behind them. Oh, sideways goes Williams of Huber. Huber has a penalty, probably for speeding. J.R. Smith back here behind the Red Bull. And DH, can he create a gap before these tires die, man? He's got to make only one more pit stop, which makes me think that he was probably wishing for it to go to lap 15 and then pit, or maybe lap 12. I think he might pit a lap 15. That's why he went for softs, and Michello's probably going to try to offset, which it works pretty well if you have the gap. Like if you have the gap over P3, I would run as long as possible, man. I mean, those fresher tires, even at the 4 laps fresher, you're gonna be like 5/10 of a lap faster every lap, if not more in the first few laps. It doesn't matter what the tire count time is. But yeah, DH cannot break it. He has Michello right on his gearbox, about 2/10 behind. In P3, we have Fate. Fate's got to be hoping that these guys crash out. We have Tika up to P4 at the moment, Deuce P5, Systems down to P7, and we have Juber in P8. This is a realistic performance, by the way, for those watching. So it's like you don't think that, oh, these guys are bad, these lap times, but Now these guys' lap times are gonna be over a second slower than what they normally run. Like these guys at the front. And these guys at the front would be winning by way more than they are right now. So that just shows how good they are. But we just have a DRS train back here, honestly. Can Tika? We have a Fate with the Williams hot rod. Cannot get by. I mean, why did I say Fate can't get by? They can't get by Fate. I mean, that Williams on the straight line is crazy, man. Yeah, Tika is going to have to talk to the race officials after this race. Oh, sideways is Deuce. That's going to leave it for Harris. Can Harris make a move here? Not enough time. Not enough. We have Tika. Tika's already got at least one penalty. It's probably going to be 5 seconds due to multiple incidents, if not more. Tika down inside. Can Fate hold on? Oh! He drives through. Oh, that's he driving through Fate. Tika, man. That is dirty move. I don't know what happened there, but like there was no room and Fate got forced off track down to P6. That was crazy. Tika up to P3, but he's got a whole train. Oh, here's Deuce down inside. Wow, Deuce up to P3, guys. Deuce had like 4 podiums in 6 races. He's pretty good, this guy, Deuce. Honestly, we just got a huge battle. Can Deuce pull away, or will we have Tika down his inside yet again? But yeah, you know Tika's going to have these 5 seconds of penalties here. If you're Deuce, you just got to hope you hold on. Tika right on the gearbox. He's going to send it down inside. Let him have it. He's going to have DRS now. Oh. Does Deuce have damage? I'm not sure if he does or doesn't, but it looks like Tika definitely went across the nose. Here's Harris looking down the inside. Harris is going to have to move up to P3 as the defending race winner. And Deuce around. Luckily, Deuce did not lose that much time, but P3. Deuce gets right around Tika. We have Fate fighting for his life. 3 wide possibly? No, Fate backs out. 2 wide. Here's Deuce down the inside. Side by side. Luckily, Tika backs out. So we have System up to P4. Harris up to P3. That battle has the race leaders way ahead. 7-second gap for your race leaders at the moment. While those guys were going crazy in the back, your race leaders have just been DRS training at the front. Marcello right on the gearbox of DH, man. I mean, it's going to come down to the final lap strategy, honestly. I don't know what strategies these guys have planned, but I do expect Marcello to go long, which is going to be... I feel like DH will stay out to lap 15. And let's see, Harris with System on the gearbox. About 2 tenths, 3 tenths now. Whoa, Harris make a move down in turn 1. I mean, why did I say Harris? Will System make a move on Harris in turn 1. Yeah, poor exit by System, not that good. Harris down the inside, trying to break the toe. Oh, we gotta go up to the front. DH has been overtaken by Marcello. And Harris holds on. But System right on the gearbox again. Harris is blinking, gives up all his DRS. Does System have a move here? I think he will. He could have went for a move, but he played pretty cautious. Gotta go up to the front now. DH right in the gearbox of your race leader, Marcello. Caution in sector 1. J.R. Smith in the pits. It's just a caution at the moment in sector 1. Is that Mr. Cheeseburger yet again? Here's DH trying to get closer, about 4 tenths. He might just wait to the straightaway, front straight. DH in your number 78, and we have Michello in your 93. So we'll see what. Oh, is DH's tires dead? Are they dead? 5/10 gap. He just cannot get any closer, man. He might be a sitting duck. He might be tires are cooked. Harris has about a 6/10 gap over your P4 for the podium spot. Yeah. Who's Mr. Longtings? Don't know who that is, but yeah. Here's DH. Big toe, 2/10, 1/10. Down inside is DH for the race lead. And Michello doesn't fight it much. Yeah, Michello just lets somebody DH because he knows that, System up to P3. Side by side, here's System up to P3. Your two-time race winners are going at it over here. Yep, all these two-time race winners side by side over here. Harris cannot go for move, but yeah, they're going crazy. Deuce, crazy to say he's not a race winner too. But Squirrel not having the best race. He's P8 at the moment. I don't know if he's that great at Bahrain, but when you go to Austria, don't count him out, man. He definitely may be the favorite of Austria. That's his track. But can System pull away in the McLaren? The McLaren does have the better car, but like I say, I don't know if the tire wear's that good. We just have a constant train back here. Harris picking down, nothing there. So DH is starting to pull away from Michello. But we just got to keep watching these guys up here. Here's DH, about a 6/10 gap. Honestly, those hards are not that good at the moment. They can keep up, but I don't think they can lead. It's just probably just best for Michello to stay behind at the moment. About a 10-second gap over P3. Unbelievable, man. And it's not a shot at the other drivers. It's just they've been battling constantly. Down the inside is Michello. Nah, I'm done. Now Michello is the race leader now. But we're DH half something right here. 2/10. The 2/10. DH. Nope. Harris back around the system. And Harris is a P3 guy, but he's got no ERS, so he's going to be sitting duck here. Here's System. Big run. Decides to stay in line. Blinking lights for Harris at the moment. System is just pouncing, man. This guy's System is a dog, man. He just may not qualify good, but in the race, this guy's going to be a pain, man. He just does not back down. He's so smart. He doesn't like to burn his ERS when I notice. He keeps it, so just by that. Oh, Battlefield race lead. Down the inside is that was Michello at the moment. I think we missed the epic pass. I think it just got us. It's hard, man. I mean, we got battles over the track. DH back to the race lead, man. This is peak stuff right here. But I bet Michelle's gonna have a run at it because the toe does stuff when you guys are pretty equal. This might come down to who gets a speeding penalty. DH is pitting. No speeding penalty for DH. And we have Michello staying out. So yeah, as I expected, I felt like he was gonna go to at least lap 15. Here's Harris, but he's gonna have System on his gearbox. Can Harris hold him off? I doubt it. System down inside. System, can he outbrake him? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Harris tries to stick it out. Side by side. It's getting tight. Wow, Harris, man. Harris, what a great move there. That's elite racecraft, man. We have Deuce entering the battle. Deuce wants this podium. This is the battle for P3 at the moment. Michello with the 11-second gap because these guys just don't stop battling. System running the gearbox. Deuce is trying to make a move on System though now. System on the medium tires. Deuce on the medium tires. Deuce to the gearbox to System. Deuce up to P4. No, P3. What the heck? Yeah, with At the moment it's P3, but realistically with the strategy and stuff, it might be P4. So, can Deuce get by Harris? I feel Deuce is probably the fastest driver of these two. What does he have to show? So yeah, Michelle will stay out of one lap longer at the moment. Fate is dropping back. These guys are always just pushing like crazy. Fate just does not have the pace these guys have at the moment. Deuce is putting Alpha Romeo though in places it should not be. So the AlphaTauris. And interesting, Michelle goes one lap later. Not really worth it in my eyes. But we'll go check to see how big of a gap that your DH carving through the field at the moment. And his opponent, Michelle, is behind these two cars. How easy is it to get behind these two cars? I mean, how easy is it to get by? These cars are battling for position at the moment. Down inside is Carbon, but like nothing was there. So. But Michelle is way behind them. DH has the gap, but what tires is Michelle on? Michelle is on your medians, and we'll go see what tires Fate is on. I mean, why am I saying Fate? DH is, they're both on mediums, so this should be pretty interesting at the moment. But yeah, you two guys are battling like crazy up here, and we have Harris is leading laps yet again, like he usually does, I guess. Oh, wide goes the AlphaTauri. One is now Alpine, a Barber. DH is continuing to pull away. He's got about a 3-second gap, and around goes Michello on Barber. How fast does DH catch Tika? And with the race that Tika's had, will Tika take out DH? I would hate to see that happen, but with some of the stuff happening, it's been a little interesting, man. He's approaching the train of cars. It looks like Michello behind, down inside in the Haas, cannot get around. But Michello's gonna have this move done, I feel, right here. Look at the grip. Just so much more grip at the moment. Yep. He's right there now. And now it's just Michello and DH battling it out. These guys gotta hope these guys pit ASAP, man. I mean, these guys are battling like crazy for the lead at the moment, so. Can DH get by these guys when he approaches him, or will Michello catch him and take the race lead? Side by side for the race lead. That is Deuce and Harris. Deuce down the inside of Harris. Deuce is your race leader at the moment, but that is not what you want to see if you DH. If you DH, you got 3 cars ahead of you, 4 cars ahead of you that are just battling like crazy. And here is Deuce, your race leader at the moment, with Harris right behind him. DRS open. Harris has not decided to go down the inside. Wide goes Harris. Deuce is just minding his own business. 5/10 gap here. DH gets around Fate. Can DH get around the McLaren system here? We'll have to see. System down the inside of Harris. And he's clear. Big sin. But now here's the AlphaTauri DH down the inside of Harris and trying to get the McLaren too. Oh, this is sketchy here, guys. This is just sketchy. Michello fast lap of the race. DH stuck behind. DH could not get by. Side by side with the AlphaTauri. DH gets by Harris. DH up to P3. But don't forget, guys, Michello has to get by all these guys. DH, man, you just gotta hope you don't get hit. Big run. DH could not go around. Oh no, DH is getting held up big time. Oh, around the outside. Assist him. Here's DH. DH gets the move done. All these guys have to pit again. Don't forget that. And now Michello following behind. This is why we have 2 pit stops, guys. Down the inside of DH, he's going to have much more grip, and he's going to get the move done. DH up to P1. That is on track P1, but use the boys DRS. So let's go back to Michello now. Michello still has to get by 2 cars. How big of a gap can DH create? Michello right on the gearbox of the McLaren, side by side with the McLaren system. Down inside goes Michello. He has moved done. And now all he's got to do is get the Alfa Romeo of Deuce, and he's right on the gear. He's right there. If you're DH, push like Max right now. Push, push, push. Harris pits. Down inside goes. Wow. Big move by the Alfa Tari. And all that, and pretty much those lap cars kind of close the gap. I mean, it's a 1 second gap. I mean, wait, why am I seeing lap cars? Those cars on track battling pretty much close the gap. I mean, it was looking like DH was going to run away with this, man. I mean, DH had like a 3 second gap, but because of all those cars on track, my bad for saying lap cars, like I said, but it's down within a 1 second gap yet again. God, these guys have just been whooping the field's ass today. Hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if I haven't paid attention to all the midfield battles, but Michello has DRS, but like you can't just ignore these leaders, man. I mean, they've just been going crazy the whole race. They have been making RE entertaining, man. This is pure entertainment here. I've probably the most fun I've had in the booth at the moment, honestly, because normally the race lead, or the battle for race lead's not this much, but 8/10 gap down to 7. Almost 8. Can Michello close in? He is closing in. Not can. It's when he's going to get the lead, honestly. But Michello closing the gap. We're going to go see how much ERS Michello has at the moment. No ERS Michello has. Neither does DH. And all the other cars have pitted on track, so they're going to have fresh tires for a final 8-lap dash to the finish. And Michello on the gearbox of DH. Will Michello get the move done here, or is he going to stay? If he decides to stay in line, as he probably should, they have the gap. There's no need to do anything. On board with Michello over here with his number 93 Alpha Tari. And they are teammates, but at the end of the day, this is a race win. There's no team order. There's no I guess you just full send and don't wreck each other, or you just hope you don't wreck each other. Because if you do, you guys are teammates, man. That's not really the rivalry you want, but this is literally Lewis Hamilton and Rosberg. So they got a 12-second gap over Panda. I'm not quite sure Panda has pitted, but I think all the other guys have done 2 stops. So has Jared pitted twice? We'll go see right now at the moment. No, J.R. Smith has not pitted twice. I don't know if he has. Let's go see. Nope, J.R. Smith has not pitted twice. Red Pen has not pitted twice, so Tika is your provisional P3 at the moment. Red Pen is still has to. Down the inside is DH. Not enough space. He gets the door closed on him. Does DH just want to stay behind Michello and charge up the battery? Honestly, it might be in a move here. Just charges the battery, because I tell you, if you have at least 60% of battery final lap, I have a good feeling this is your race win. But he's falling back. 5/10. Well, what always scares me is when you wait for the final lap is if you make a mistake right before the DRS zone, it's all for nothing. I mean, you just wasted. I mean, but if you're in the race lead, you pretty much know you're going to lose it if the guy doesn't make a mistake. But 5/10 gap at the moment between DH and Michello. We'll see what DH is doing here. It's 6:10, so DH is going to need does he have the pace, or is it going to be Michello win? Now, J.R. Smith did not pit twice at the moment. If you're watching my stream, he did not pit twice. He's only pitted once, which sucks for him, honestly. I don't know if he's going to score points this race. I mean, the field's just so tight at the moment. Your top 2 are just like the Mercedes boys at the 7/10 gap. Is DH starting to struggle here? DH is going to have DRS. He's going to need to close in big time, or this is his win gone. He closes in, down to 6/10, down to 5/10. He's right back on the gearbox. He's charging up, I think. But does he have the pace to win? I'm not sure. It's looking like Michello has the advantage here at the moment. They're so evenly paced that those 1 lap fresher tires or 2 lap fresher tires are just going to be so huge at the end of this race, because you could just tell Michello just has more grip at the moment. 5/10 gap. I want to go back to the mid-pack real quick just to see what's going on here. But I'm sorry, guys. It's just kind of hard to... Tika is provisional P3, but with the penalties he's going to get, I doubt it's a P3. It's going to be at least 5 seconds of penalty. So here's Michello, your race leader. He's about 6 laps, I think, away from possibly being the first-time winner. As long as these two don't wreck, I think we're gonna get one of these, at least a first-time winner. As long as these two guys don't wreck. But even then, I mean, the only former race winners you have is 6th place, man, that is Deuce. No, not Deuce. I mean, that's System in a McLaren. That's the only former race winner you have highest up, besides Harris. But yeah, 6th and 7th. Those are your former race winners at the moment. And we have a Squirrel in P12. And what does DH have here? DH is closing in big time. Does DH send it down the inside? DH peeking his nose. Down the inside, the move is done. DH P1. None of these guys have ERS left, so that's going to be very interesting. Michello around the outside. I think he's just going to slam the door shut, DH. Switchback. That's Michello. That was clean. Almost had it done, man. That was... I'm like, damn. I'm like, why do you brake so early there just to get that switch? He tried. Almost worked there, but did not have the... If he had soft tires, it might have worked, but I don't know. So, DH is not... I mean... JR, like I said, does not have it. J.R. Smith's going to have to pit one more time, unfortunately. I don't know why he's waiting so long. I would have pitted by now, but 2 sets of tires. A drive-through penalty does not count as a pit stop. It's got to be 2 sets of tires that you use, man. I feel bad for JR. This is another tough week. He's finally got up to top points, man. Drive-through penalties set him back yet again. And DH is starting to open up the gap here. Let's see. About a 6. I mean, they've both kind of done this before. I guess it's like with the older tires and dirty air, it gets harder and harder and harder just to get stay close, man.
24 races a year. We can expect the 2000 GP to happen around the year 2064. Sebastian Vettel holds the F1 record.
Let's see. Michelle, we're gonna go back to the mid-pack to see what's going on back here. Looks like System is P7 at the moment. Panda is gonna have to pit, I believe. We'll go check it right now to see. Yeah, Red Panda's only pitted once. J.R. Smith is not pitted again. Red Panda is not pitted again. Everybody else has done their stops. Harry's out of the race. So I'm wondering what Red Panda has cooking here at the moment, but gonna be interesting to see. Coming down to the final laps, guys. These guys, the gap has kind of stabilized. I think the whole field stayed out too long, honestly. All that battling and stuff made the top 2 just pull away, because the top 2 have not like really battled. Like, I mean, they've battled, but it's been DRS training, not really battling. But yeah, DRS training and well, the other guys have been going side by side in the turns, and it slows you down a bunch. So Michello right in the gearbox of DH at the moment. Coming down to the final laps of the race. Who is going to get this RE race win? Will it be DH? Will it be Michello? If Michello does not get this race win, it will be 2 poles to 0 wins. On board with DH. Alpha car going to set DH with the Red Bull helmet on. Yeah. Not, we know Michello has a touch. Here's Deuce going for P3. Oh. Deuce has gotten around. He's gotten around Tika, but can Deuce get around your P3 guy who has not pitted? That is Red Panda. Deuce is gonna have to get this move done because Tika's right there. Deuce is on the soft tires, so I feel like he's played this pretty well. Yeah, I think Deuce has played this to perfection over here, man. I mean, saved the soft for the end. Deuce might have not ran top 3 the whole race. Kind of been around 5th, 6th, you know. But with these soft tires, I feel it's a matter. He's going to get his podium, his deserved podium, as long as he doesn't get wrecked. And DRS is open. Deuce is going to have so much more grip than Red Panda, but does not decide to go for a move. But Tika going for the move around him. Tika go wide. Oh. I'm sorry we're not watching race lead right now, but we got a battle for your podium, final podium spot. This is honestly a train. This is going to be a dogfight for that P3. Panda, like I said, has to pit. It's a 3-car battle. Here's Deuce down this. Nah, if I'm Deuce, I actually wouldn't go down the inside. Get him right here with the DRS, but Tika is low on battery, so let's see what Deuce has. What does Deuce have with the... He's got at least 30% ERS. So Deuce is up to P3. Michello on the gearbox of DH. We'll go to see. We have a caution, which is not what you want to. The Red Bull's around. That could be a safety car. That very well could be a safety car. If you're DH, hold on to it right now. If this is a safety car, let's go view a race leader. Dude, what is the Red Bull doing? Yeah, the Red Bull tried to cause a safety car. I don't like that. But thank goodness it was not a safety car. Dude, if the Red Bull almost killed this. He is stopped on track, which is quite unfortunate. Rre Smith has not pitted. I think we're okay though. 5/10 gap for DH coming into the final laps of the race. Disqualified is their squirrel lapped, but if DH can create the gap, oh, let's go. Like I said, we're gonna check their telemetry. DH 21%. No, that's Michello. We'll go see how much Michello has. 19%. DH about the same. What does DH do here? Does he give Michello the lead? Does he try to hold on? This stuff's gonna get really intense here, guys, in the next lap, if not this lap. Deuce after P3, but we have a dogfight going on back there. I wish so badly I could get that battle for P3, but we gotta focus on the race. Around goes Squirrel. No DRS on. Rre Smith with speeding penalty. Another speeding penalty for JR, man. Wow, no points for Squirrel at the moment. That's heartbreaking for him. He was actually looking so. Oh! What is DH aiming for here? Does DH have this race win? Here we go. DRS open. Michello's in position. I don't know if DH is going to have this here. No, I don't think lockup. Nah, I don't think he's going to have this. I think it's going to be Michello race win. Michello pulling away. I don't like that. DH should not play that right. Let's see. Does DH have enough? I doubt he does. This is 7/10 gap. He's gonna have to close it in big time here if he wants a chance. He does not close it in. This is it, guys. This is it. This is it right here. Pretty much if he does not close in big time. Wow, big turn by DH. DH is gonna be closer now. Here we go. DH is gonna finish second, isn't he? Yeah, DH's tires are more worn, man. That was played so wrong by DH. Looks like DH is gonna get second, and Michello coming to the final turn right here at the moment. Michello coming to the final turn after an absolute war, after an absolute battle every lap. Michello's gonna win Bahrain Race 2 and become a first-time RE winner. P2 for DH right there. That is crazy by DH. Man, DH just gave it his all. He took the lead too soon, honestly. And we're going to actually check. Coming to the line, it's going to be Deuce with P3. Finishing out your podium. Pika P4, but with the penalty, Baker will be top 5 and Harris P4. Lost some points for Harris this race, but he's going to be P4 finish, so it's nothing crazy. He's still in contention. That's a very upsetting race for Squirrel, you can just tell, man. Not to get, this is his first time, I don't think he scored points in a race finish. But Juber with the final point, which is P10, Panda P9. Holy moly, man. What a race for the win right there. A little disappointing the final lap, but the whole race, the battle was there. Hope everybody had a good time that race. I hope everybody who watched enjoyed this. We got a first-time winner, Michello at the moment. Deuce, another podium for Deuce. That would be 2 podiums in a row. Deuce did not get penalized out of the race, so we'll go review any clips. I think your race leader, your podium is set. I didn't see anything outrageous done by top 3. I don't think there'll be any penalties in the top 3. It's just outside the top 3 there'll be penalties for sure, like on Tiga. But I'm gonna start reviewing these clips. Congratulations to Michello. Congratulations to everybody in the podium. Good job by Michello and DH for putting in a good show for the lead, man. That's the best show we had on arguably the whole RE season, man. I mean, that was straight up start to finish battle for the lead. Those not those lap cars, but those cars that held up DH, man, he's gonna really wish they did not do that. Honestly, though, I probably would have stayed out like to lap 20, because those fresher tires are crazy. I would have gone longer than Michello, or gone longer personally. But yeah, these are your race results here. Everybody made their 2 stops. So Mr. Cheeseburger last, Harry, unfortunate DNF. J.R. Smith just misses the points. You could arguably say J.R. Smith definitely did have pace for the points, man. But yeah, this is race results, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this. Can't say anymore. Thank you everybody who tuned in. You guys are the GOATs. You guys are the best. You guys are part of the reason why I run this league. Actually, not even part of the reason. You guys are the honestly main reason. I mean, the drivers of course are gonna be higher, but you guys I watch are like right there. Thank you all. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. What an eventful race.